Hey guys, how's it going? This is Michael.
This is Kyle.
Marley.
And this is our Civil War non-spoiler review. Alright, now we literally just saw the movie.
Yeah, we did.
In the IMAX.
In the IMAX. We saw a huge screen. And I'll just primer you guys right now. I had very high expectations for this movie. And having been through this whole movie, and now we are done with the movie, and I've been waiting for a very long time for this movie. The movie destroyed my expectations. Absolutely so far and above. This movie was so good. So good. Absolutely incredible.
How good?
12 stars. It's so good. At 12 stars out of 10. I loved this movie.
So then you liked it more than Avengers. So then it didn't break the scale.
Okay.
So he's lying about it.
The scale, okay, Avengers broke my scale. So the scale, Avengers is the top movie. The one I just saw, Civil War, is right there with Avengers. I've only seen it once, so I can't decide whether it's better than Avengers, but it's right there for sure.
Okay, well, what's your scale? Like, so Avengers is your top, but what's your lowest? So we have like a view of your scale.
I don't know. What's the lowest? I don't know.
Thor 2.
Thor 2, sure. Thor 2
bad.
could be my lowest. Why not? What'd you guys think of the movie?
I liked it a lot. I was really happy because, well, the last movie I thought was going to be really good, but then I kind of heard like bad reviews for it was Batman vs. Superman. And then going into this, I was like, I don't want to get my expectations too high or else like they're just going to get destroyed. But I thought it was really good. Like, I'd go see it again. I was really happy. It's just like a really good Marvel movie where you could just watch it a ton of times and still be really entertained.
This was my favorite Marvel movie I think they've made so far.
Yeah, that's huge. That is huge.
I didn't think that it would surpass Winter Soldier. I didn't think it would surpass the Avengers or the original Iron Man.
No.
And I know you didn't have fun with Guardians of the Galaxy, but I enjoyed that movie.
I liked
thought
it
it was
a lot.
really good.
I thought it was like a different type of Marvel movie.
And to me, those are the 4 best Marvel movies they've made so far.
You're gonna throw Guardians of the Galaxy in there?
I promise you,
Top 4.
You're in the minority.
I guess if you're calling out top 4, then I guess you can throw Guardians in there. But the top 3, I feel like, are so far and above anything else.
Okay, and now this movie has supplanted that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
The action in this movie is the best action I think I've seen in a movie in a long time.
Oh yeah.
There's story, there's heart to it, there's a political aspect to it, which I think is very intriguing.
And that was touchy. The political aspect of it, you can get that wrong. And the movie can crash because of it. Yeah. But they did such a beautiful job.
They did, because it's like they were playing both sides of it. So they got all the audience. Because they didn't just choose one side. They're like, there's 2 sides of this, so you have to pick which side you're on.
And that's something this movie does really well, and it's explain both sides. Because I think most people go into this movie thinking, oh, I'm a Captain America fan, I'm a Captain America person, I'm going to root for him because this is a Captain America movie.
Yeah.
Or conversely, I'm an Iron Man fan, I'm going to root for Iron Man.
No, I think more people, and in the comic books from what I've heard and what I've seen, is that people are more on the side of Captain America naturally than Iron Man. Because, people would be like, oh, government's bad and, freedom is good and all that kind of thing. Yeah. They do a really good job of showing you why Iron Man is in the predicament he's in.
I kind of had, there's a few things, I'm not going to say anything specifically, obviously, but there's a few things where I had a little bit of a problem with, because there were some times where I was like, you need to say this, like, this is the obvious thing you need to say, but they just kind of skimmed over it. And then
I think
the Iron Man situation, I think it kind of, the way he chose his side, I wasn't a huge fan of.
Really?
Oh,
really?
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, if
I
we
can't
do a
spoiler
review,
review,
I'll
'cause
tell
I
you.
want to know what you're talking about.
It has to be very nitpicky then, because you obviously love this movie.
I loved it. There's just like really small. Obviously, like as a whole, it was really good. Yeah. But there are a few things I wasn't super big about. There's just a few things that kind of glazed over. I thought they should talk about a little bit more. And the Iron Man situation, after the first, I think it was 20 minutes of the movie, I thought it was really good. Yeah. But the first 20 minutes where they're trying to set up the sides, I was like,
really?
Let's talk about this a little bit more.
This movie was a slow burn, a lot like Winter Soldier, where there was a lot of story and build-up.
I'm such a fan of that, because I know I keep comparing this Batman vs. Superman, but I think that's the thing, because they're the comparison of the 2 movie theaters. I think that Batman vs. Superman was just so heavily action. Yeah. And I think this did such a good job of giving you the action that you wanted to see,
Tugged at the
but
heartstrings.
giving you such like a storyline to go with
Yeah.
it. That it just played out
And
great.
an emotion, and obviously an emotion to it. Too.
And
You
it-
kind of
it-
felt,
it
you kind
ne-
of felt for it.
It never felt muddied. It never felt rushed. It was well
The
paced.
pacing of
Yeah.
this movie
This movie
was
was really
good.
impeccable.
As opposed to Batman vs Superman. And you say that, but these things are inexorably linked now
Yeah.
because that's just, these were going to come out on the same date.
Yeah.
Both these movies were going to come out today.
well,
Yeah.
Or
they're
I'm sorry, on Friday.
rivals.
Yeah.
Right. So these movies will always be compared to each other now, and that's just what happens. And Batman vs Superman was so fast paced, and there was a lot of cuts.
It was
and then
really
a lot
forced, I
Yeah,
feel like.
exactly. And this movie was so well paced, and you never felt like you were rushing to get to the next
This
scene.
movie
Mm-hmm.
did such a good job and is a prime example of having a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters in the movie. This
More
is
than
a-
I think in any other movie we've
Oh
seen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easily.
More heroes in
Yeah.
this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this movie did a fantastic job of developing the characters, giving them their fill without, being
Forcing
too
it.
exactly,
Right.
not forcing it,
Right.
and not just shoving them into the storyline. Okay, well, you fit here, and let's see, you fit here. No, they did it all organically, and that's what I loved about this movie. It didn't feel like there were too many characters in this movie.
No, absolutely not. They all played their own little parts. But this was first and foremost a Captain America movie.
Yeah.
And he was the star of this movie, and it was the sequel to Winter Soldier and to Age of Ultron to a lesser extent,
Yeah.
right?
This
So yeah, I mean,
I think-
it was a Captain America
I think
movie.
it was a Captain America movie in the sense that you knew it was his movie and he's the main character, but like Iron Man is so close. I think he's a really close second
Oh,
because
yeah, absolutely.
it was a lot about him and it was a lot about
Yeah.
other characters, but I think Captain America kind of barely him and Bucky
Yeah.
just took away, but it was kind of close for me.
You know, in Age of Ultron, when they were at the farmhouse and Captain America and Iron Man were hammering at the
Yeah.
wood
yeah,
chips
they
and
had
everything,
good back and forth.
this was a whole movie. Like, that was a perfect back and forth.
Yeah.
And this whole movie was just that scene extended out into a full movie, and it was really, really well
They
done.
work so well off of each other.
Yeah, they
and,
do. They really do.
And you can kind of see from the Iron Man movies, Iron Man has this, this strong will determination, but he's also kind of thinking, government, hierarchy type of thing. And then you have
Yeah.
Captain America, who's just moral.
Yeah,
What
you
is
have
right?
you
What
have
is
the
right? What is
logical
right?
side versus
The
the
emotional,
feeling side.
the emotional
yeah, the
side,
emotional.
right? And that's exactly what this was. It was what's logical. Well, the Avengers do cause some collateral damage, but they also save us from a bunch of stuff. So do you accept that? But then there's also the emotional side, and what the results of that collateral damage actually is for real people and real humans. And this movie did a really good job of taking that kind of scenario and that kind of sort of structure and making that into like something that you really felt and you really pulled for both guys, because at the end there, you were really like, man, I hope Iron Man,
That's the thing.
I want them both to get out of this somehow.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. The pursuit of the way they did it. I flip flop. I'm an Iron Man guy. I mean, I'm a
Goodness
I'm a
gracious.
Captain
Captain
America
Have you
guy.
seen these movies
I'm a
before?
Captain America guy. But you find yourself flip flopping. You
Yeah.
can see both sides. Like it's not this black and white thing. And a lot of time, and often movies, the superhero movies, they stop after the big show, after the big, they
and
rescue
this
the
what
damsel in
Lauren said.
distress. This did a good job on what happens after that. But it didn't take the Batman vs Superman way. It took its own way, the political way. It took its own. It made it its own. So
The characters were
where
really
to put these
developed
people.
throughout the story, and by the end, you totally saw different sides of the characters.
Yeah.
They're more developed because,
Oh, yeah.
especially like Wanda, that's her name, right?
Yeah, Wanda Maximoff.
She was really kind of in my opinion, like a 2D character in the beginning of this. Even though you saw her brother's death, that kind of showed you more sides to her.
Spoiler
But-
alert for Age of Ultron.
For Age of Ultron. My
we're
bad.
gonna assume that
But
you've
if
seen
you
Age of
haven't
Ultron.
seen this, I mean, but by the end of this, I think you saw so many sides, and she became such a vibrant character that
She did.
you could totally
And
connect with.
I will say one of the things that you're kind of worried about in a movie like this is the newcomers and the people that are coming into the universe for the first time
Yeah.
being pulled together.
Yeah.
Ant-Man into the universe for the first time. This is the first time we see Black Panther. This is the first time we see Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes,
They were all fantastic.
I thought so.
Special shout out to Black Panther, though. I thought he did a great
He-
job, and he really pulled a lot of the emotional weight in this movie.
I was very hesitant on Black Panther before I went into this movie. I'm like, dude, who's this new Black Panther dude? Like, what's going on here? He killed it.
I thought
he was
he
a
really-
great character.
Chadwick Boseman, if you're watching, man, you killed it as Black
He's a
Panther.
great character
yeah,
for
he's
this
totally
movie.
watching.
He did a good job.
This. Yeah, I thought he stole the show. I thought he was really good.
And also Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? He was
This was
funny.
the best on-screen Spider-Man I think we've seen from Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. Tom Holland's the definitive Spider-Man.
It's really funny because I have such an opinion about Spider-Man and the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield playing him that I love this character so much. It's because he is high school aged. And really, let's be honest for a second. Andrew Garfield, first of all, he looks like he's 30 in high school.
Yeah.
And he's attractive. There's no way he's going to get picked on in high school. Let's be honest.
You've told me this before.
Well, it's just like, it's like, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Do you think attractive people are going to get picked on in high school?
No.
That's not.
They found a good balance
can
between
laugh,
Tobey
it's
Maguire
honest,
and
though.
Andrew Garfield. They found a really good balance with Tom
And
Holland.
we're sorry for any nerdy, attractive people that are watching this that get picked on at school. She's not speaking for all nerdy, attractive people.
I mean.
But yeah, final thoughts on the movie?
I thought it was really good. I would go see it again in theaters, and I would totally recommend it for anyone who was hesitant for seeing it.
Scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, I'd say like 9.5.
9.5.
Pacing was excellent. The way they introduced the characters, everyone felt full. They didn't miss anything. There's no glaring, obvious storyline plots that seem to be relevant in movies nowadays. There's just everything wrapped up nicely. It started stuff and then it finished stuff. And the movie wasn't terribly complicated. It was more toward the first Avengers where you had a bad guy that it wasn't extremely convoluted. It was able to follow.
It was complicated, but it wasn't convoluted.
Age of Ultron, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Age
of Ultron, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of hard to follow. This one, easy to follow. I'm gonna go see it again tonight, tomorrow.
It's easy to follow if you're willing to follow it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it again tonight, tomorrow. I'm gonna pick up more things when I watch it again because you could tell it's that kind of movie.
Yeah.
I love this movie. Absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I loved this movie.
I'm in the same boat. I thought it was a fantastic movie, and you guys are in for a treat when you get to that second act, and we've all seen the trailers, the airport fight scene, the showdown with them. Amazing showdown.
That was
probably the
incredible.
Best on-screen fights we've seen in a long
think
time.
so.
Absolutely.
And I love the newcomers. I can't wait to see what they're gonna go. And the special thanks to the Russo brothers for doing another great Captain America movie. And I'm so looking forward to them tackling the Infinity Wars part. But
That would be great.
much like Winter Soldier, how that had repercussions for the rest of the universe throughout everybody else's movies. This movie will have repercussions by the end of it through everybody else's movies,
For sure.
and we'll see through storylines that affect, probably Thor Ragnarok, what's coming out,
Black Panther,
especially the Black
Spider-Man.
Panther movie. The Black Panther individual movie will probably be heavily tied to this movie. The Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And Doctor Strange that we get in November will probably be real heavily tied into. Well, maybe not heavily tied, but there'll be some reference to this movie too. So they did a fantastic job. I'm a 10 out of 10. You guys, this was my favorite Marvel movie that they've made so far.
The real question is, whose side are you on after this movie?
After this movie, that's tough. He's a flip flopper.
Is he? Is he? He's wearing the shirt.
I'm the only stable person here.
I don't think you are. I'm pretty stable.
How about you? Whose side are you on?
I went into it being a Captain America person, and I came out of it being a Captain America person.
I see both sides.
Team Iron Man.
Are you?
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Really?
Wow.
We're not
You want to fight?
related.
Do you want to fight?
I'll take you.
There's a civil war about to go on right after
I'll go
this.
down.
Well, thanks you guys for joining us. I think this has been probably one of the best sequels to any movie I've ever seen. Especially this is a sequel to all the Marvel movies.
And we'll do a spoiler review too, because
Yeah.
there's a lot. There'll be a lot longer
A
video
lot
than
of
this.
opinions.
Yeah. We have a lot going on right now.
A lot to talk about.
Thanks a lot for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, please do down below.
Comment. Who are you now? Team Iron Man, Team Captain America.
Really, though? Are you team definitely Marley, Captain America?
All right, Team Marley or Team Kyle? That's what you got to put on this.
And I get left out in the dust. As always, guys, thank you so much. And again, this is Michael.
This is Kyle.
Marley.
And this has been a critique on the world of movies. Universe.
That's a terrible
That was
ending.
great.
Thank you for listening to Universal Critics Podcast. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us at universalcritics.com.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry. The darkness is your ally.
I will find him! I do not need your sympathy or your admiration. All I need is your compliance.
Let me explain what's happening here. You are a criminal.
What are you doing? Find me when you wake up.
Shadows in the night, softly the unseen.